Welcome back to Sabacc Chat for Book of Boba Fett, Episode 6.
And tonight, we are drinking a carbonated sweet drink known as the Dr. Aphra. No relation. Tastes a little familiar.
Yeah, I would say so. Reminiscent of maybe a drink I've had on another world sometime. The recipe will be in the description.
So, everyone's favorite episode?
This episode was... I feel like if there was an episode that was too much, this episode was like too much.
Too much.
It was so, just like, so much coming at you. Constantly.
I will admit that.
So many fun things. So many awesome things. Oh. Okay. I was like, are you going to fold?
No.
You could just fold right off.
No.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't get anything.
Yeah.
But I'd get my money back. Oh. Got a pretty good hand. Right off the bat, so.
You gonna stay?
Oh, yeah, I'm staying.
Okay.
We open up Cobb Vanth running into some pikes. Super funny scene. I really love how he's like, you probably didn't know this. Just all this stuff. Best part, though, think it through.
I know. That's like the new phrase now, right?
Think it through. Yeah, it's like, this is
Out
the way.
the door, yeah.
Think it through.
You remember how it was, I have spoken when the first
episode
came out? Everyone was freaking out about that.
Yep.
And then it's been,
Think
this
it
is the
through.
way. Think it through. Think it through. I mean...
Dice?
Oh, yes. No shift. They made us love Cobb Vanth even more when he kicked over that spice and had mercy on that pike, right?
Yep.
Like, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is just such a good guy.
100.
I'll call that.
Okay. I will stay.
I will stay as well.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, dice us.
Shift!
What'd you have?
23.
Oh, I only had 18. Oh, thank goodness.
Shoot.
Thank goodness. I am so happy we're just seeing lots of Cobb Vanth. So happy.
It was good to see him again. It was very fun that they turned such a minor character from a book into this. He's a known name now.
Yep. I feel like this episode has jumps around a bunch. We see a lot of different things.
Oh yeah.
So we go right from Cobb Vanth and we move to Mando flying to go see Grogu and give him his little Beskar chainmail.
You called it.
It was obvious though. So obvious.
But how cute, right?
Yeah.
I want to see him wear it.
So I love that when he lands on whatever planet he lands on to visit Grogu, you see this rock floating up in the air. I don't know if you noticed it. The first thing he looks over and there's this rock that's just floating up. And the first thing you think of is Luke is levitating, someone's levitating rocks. And then you see the ant arm.
Oh,
it's attached to it.
I
it rotates.
I didn't equate
you didn't see that?
Before. No, I did.
Yeah. It looks like it's floating. For the first little bit, you don't see the arm. You just see that like the rock floating, and all of a sudden twists, and then you see the ant robot. It's so cool to see. Hey, this is Luke's Jedi Academy that he had, that we saw destroyed in flashbacks, and now we see exactly how it's built. It was built by ants. Who knew?
I think it makes sense. I loved it.
I'll throw in 10.
Oh, okay. I'll call that.
I want to keep it low so you don't fold. I'll add one.
You'll add. Okay.
I will add.
I'll trade.
so many like funny little quips from that part of the episode too. You've got like R2 shutting down, which like is a nod, I think, to Force Awakens when we see that, like, because we got the temple and we've got the R2 shutting down, which I thought was just hilarious.
Very good segue.
He doesn't
into
even
the
like
sequels.
doing anything. He just shuts down.
Yeah.
And then the ant robots make him a bench, and then he's just like, I guess I'll take a nap. Dice us again.
Oh, I am losing my
No shift.
no shift.
$20.
Wow. Yeah, I'll call that.
I mean, 20 is not very much.
It's not that much, but it's more than 10.
It's true. It's twice as much. I'm gonna add one more.
I mean, the first half of the episode was just beautiful. I mean, like, so many fan nods, so many, just these beautiful references, and it was just beautiful, right? I was like tearing up literally with how, like, with Ahsoka, just like your father.
No, we're not there yet.
But the whole thing is just pretty.
Yeah, it's really good. So, like, the next scene we get into is the frog meditation, which I thought was really clever.
Oh, shit.
Similarly to how, like, Luke raised up a tiny thing and then Yoda raised up the X-Wing to, like, show, like, you're, like, limiting yourself and you're kind of, like, just, you're holding yourself back. Then, like, Grogu raises up a frog and Luke's like, you're thinking small potatoes. Just raise up all the frogs.
He speaks Grogu's language right there.
Yeah.
He speaks his language right there. Look at what you can do.
And you've diced?
I did.
50.
I'll raise 100.
You'll raise 100 or you'll raise by 50?
I'll raise 50.
Okay. Oh. I'll call.
Cool.
I'm going to trade. Let's trade. Okay.
I'm going to stay.
Okay.
No shift.
I fold.
Sweet.
You're gonna call Alderaan probably, and I'm way too far gone. I had 26. So.
I had like 35.
Oh no. Shoot.
But I did get it down below bomb out, so that's when I went big again.
Oh. Well, you get it. Oh.
Sweet. I'm like, I was too far in already with those hundreds in there.
I know. I should have stayed. What was I thinking? Being conservative. I absolutely love that we got to see Order 66 from Grogu's eyes. Also super interesting. By this time we've seen so many Jedi die in Order 66 from every possible way. That didn't faze me. What I thought was interesting was the fact that that the clones didn't see Grogu. I don't know if you noticed that.
I think it was obvious that they saw him.
No.
They were coming right at him at the end of the flashback.
That's not, but they didn't say like, I can't remember the exact words that they used, but they didn't say like, get that Jedi. They're just like, okay, let's keep going. Like, move out. It was pretty clear that they didn't see him.
How do you think he escapes since the 3 died?
That he was in something.
I agree. It looked kind of like he was in like a little launch pod that was set to go off anyway.
I don't know about launch pod. My guess is, do you remember the Clone Wars episode with, is it Colonel? Maybe Lieutenant Colonel. Gascon.
Mm-mm.
He's like a little snail dude.
Oh, yes.
And he was riding inside what?
It's been a long time since
An
I've seen that
astromech
episode.
droid. He was in an astromech droid. I think it might not be the same astromech, but Grogu's hiding inside a hollowed out astromech.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. That's pretty cool.
As a
I like that
nod
idea.
to Colonel Gascon and his like droid force or
That
whatever
would
it was
be a
called.
Fun Easter egg right there.
That's
That would be fun. That's what you think?
That's my guess.
I was really hoping, like, towards the end of the sequence, I would have seen one of the fallen Jedi, like, force push Grogu out to safety or something.
Yeah, but then it like, I think even if they did something like that, the clones would have still killed him. Like, there wasn't like really anything that could get him away quick enough. He had to be hiding in an astromech.
Call.
Oh, did you put? Yeah, I guess you did put one. Okay.
I'm gonna raise it, actually.
Oh, I'll stick in here with you.
Okay. Stay.
Okay. I will take one.
No shift.
No shift. A lot of cool different training sequences next with Yoda. I mean, that reference Yoda.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
So we've got Luke doing the flips and running around with
yeah.
the backpack. And then we've got like also the reference to Obi-Wan's training with the remote.
All of those
And
made
then-
me cry, by the way.
Yeah, so funny. And then also like Luke doing like practicing lightsaber forms while Grogu's like balancing was also really cool.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Rey on Ahch-To
Mm-hmm.
doing like the different swooshes and stuff, like practicing lightsaber forms. And I wonder if Luke was kind of practicing a similar thing to what he was having like Rey practicing at that time. And so like he's kind of like honing his training style from the very beginning. So
It's fun to see
An
Luke
interesting thought.
in this aspect. Like, we got a beautiful taste of him last episode of season 2 Mandalorian, where he's just crushing those droids. Like, we see him
Yeah.
in his prime,
mm-hmm.
where he's just going all at it, and we get to see him as a master. Like,
And now we get
a
to see
legit
exactly. Now
master
we get to
right
see
now.
Master Luke, which is really fun.
It is. Like, the only other thing that I could think of was Inferno Squad, what Battlefront 2,
Mm-hmm.
where you see little clips of him talking to like Del Meeko and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
That was the only
When
other
you see
reference
him
that
when
I
he's
had
like-
of him as a master.
When you see him when he's like hunting relics.
Yeah. That was probably
Which-
right before this, right?
Yeah, I think
It was-
I'm pretty sure, like from my understanding, is that Luke hunts for relics, and then like once he's satisfied finding everything, or thinks that he has enough, then that's when he's like, okay, I can start like my own academy and start like actually training people.
Mhm.
But it's like, it would also be interesting to know, like, after the academy burns down, does he also do a similar like force pilgrimage kind of a thing, or does he just go straight to Ahch-To and then like exile himself? I
wonder if
think we've
we'll
seen
see
anything.
a glimpse into him training Ben eventually. And the
doubt
other
it.
mistakes he might make.
I
going
doubt
on.
it. I mean, we've already seen like enough for the story, so
Mhm.
like I don't know if there's anything like really more to tell.
Mhm.
But I thought it was cool how Grogu like just like crushed the life out of the remote and then it just like sunk.
And then he took a nap. Because he was exhausted.
Yeah.
The Force still
mean,
exhausted
that's what he
him.
does.
He's still Grogu. He's still just the cutest
Yep.
little thing. You need a...
I'm trying to decide whether I should stay in.
I'm gonna stay.
I figured you would. I'm gonna take another one. Okay. We see Ahsoka again, has a chat with Luke, and I think this is the first time we've ever seen them together.
Yeah.
Although it's clear that they've seen each other probably multiple times before.
Because they're familiar with each other's
mhm.
presence by then.
Yep.
Yeah. They're
I also thought it was interesting that like right before that, then Ahsoka is talking to Mando and is saying that it was Luke's decision, which I thought was interesting of why she said it was Luke's decision. No shift.
Well, she's just so disillusioned with training Jedi at this point, with how her experience growing up, and I just think.
Well, yeah, but I would think that because she's like disillusioned with the Jedi Order, that maybe she would be like, maybe I should try and train a Jedi or something. I would call.
Stay.
But it was interesting that like she at least gave the decision to Luke, or Luke told her that it was kind of his choice because he was the Jedi Order, and she like.
I doubt he exactly said that, but.
Well, it kind of sounded like there was almost like she was like, oh, it's his choice to make. Like, I don't know.
Don't necessarily agree with it, but it's his choice.
Yeah. I don't know. I will add one. So, then after that, we cut to Mando flying away, and Grogu's like, ah.
I was supposed to let the dad see his boy. Let the dad see him.
And then we head to Jabba's palace.
Which is Boba's palace now, right? Are we going to keep referencing it as
I'm going to still call it Jabba's palace.
It's been like 6 years.
Until Boba Fett has like officially claimed it.
Yeah. Because he's still in
did I roll?
limbo.
I don't think I rolled.
You did not roll.
Okay. No shift.
Because he's still kind of in limbo with ruling that.
Yeah, exactly.
As we see at the end of the episode.
Yeah, exactly. Take it. I got a huge negative card at the end. So
hey,
I'm down to. You could always
5?
stay in. Yeah, I'm down to 5. So it's like, no. I'm getting unlucky.
I had 23 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got really lucky.
Get out of here. Oh, jeez. I thought it was so funny in the during the meeting. Fennec is like, "Hey, Mayor Makshaiz has left the building, and so that means the war is going to happen." And Major Dom was like,
"Well, he's technically
it was a scheduled vacation, actually." Yeah.
Fennec death stares him down.
Yeah.
And he finally
that
shuts
always
up. Yeah.
But that's literally what he does every time. He always says something stupid, and then he's either scared away or he like is just like, okay, shutting up now. I've learned my lesson.
But you're blinded. I think he has learned his lesson by now.
I mean, obviously not. He's still doing it. He's
After
still doing
that
it.
last Death Star, I think.
We'll find out. So now Boba Fett needs an army. So I think it was odd that like they don't have any kind of army in mind or any ideas where to get anything and like anybody to help out.
Yeah.
It's
After that, we're like,
Mando
who is he gonna go? Like, who's Mando
and
gonna go to?
it's only Mando who decides like, oh, I've got an army, and it's the people from Freetown. Like I don't know why
they're not fighters.
Yeah, I don't know why he would think about that.
I mean, towards the end of the episode, I think it becomes more obvious that it's their planet. They love where they live, and this is going to take over their place eventually, which was evidence from Cobb shooting those pikes at the beginning of the episode. So that's where Cobb is like, yeah, probably, and which is why he was going to talk to the townspeople and.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously Mando doesn't know any of that, so I think it's interesting that like that's who he would think of. Like, I don't know. I think maybe more readily think about the Jawas, since they've attacked him several times. I don't know.
With their ion blasters.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's got such a good relationship with them. I don't know. But by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but when he flies over the sandcrawler, you get really good shots of like their arms right here. And let me tell you,
They're furry.
They're hairy. Yeah.
Furry.
They're hairy and furry, both. But yeah, you get a lot of... Also, I thought it was cool that, like, there's pieces of the crate dragon everywhere now. The head's on the sandcrawler. The rib cage is in the cantina.
I know. I love that so much.
Which, that means they had to have gotten the rib cage, taken it apart piece by piece, and then reassembled it inside the cantina.
I would have done
which is
that.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. It's... Oh,
I was like, you're the dealer. That should be yours.
Yes. No shift.
Okay.
Can we get into the best part now?
Yeah.
So Mando.
Wait, no. Wait, what's the best part?
Where everyone gasped and dropped their phones.
No. One more thing. Cobb Vanth saying, "That's what I like about you, Mando. The smile lets you get away with anything." Great line.
Love Cobb.
Okay, now we can go to the best part.
So Mando goes, talks to Cobb. Cobb's like, okay, we'll think about it. And then off in the distance, the silhouette. And everyone's just like, what? Like, obviously this has to be somebody important.
I think the best part was that we both, like, realized it at the exact same second.
So it wasn't the very first shot.
Well, no one...
How many of you got it the first shot? Like, most people I've heard got it the second time.
The hat wasn't big enough.
The hat wasn't big enough.
Which I'm not, like, upset about. I'm just saying it wasn't big enough in the distance to be able to recognize it.
But then that second shot of him, just both of us just gasp. Right? Ooh.
Yeah. Probably my favorite animated to live action crossover character. Also, he's so much scarier in real life.
He's so scary.
He's terrifying.
He's so scary.
Like, he's scary in the Clone Wars, but he's so much scarier in real life.
I don't remember him having pointed teeth in the Clone Wars. Maybe he did. But either way, right when we saw Cobb Vanth, super excited like everyone else, but at the same time, instantly it switched over to, oh no. I'm adding Cobb Vanth's going to be in trouble. Like, there's no way Cobb Vanth is going to...
You feel the tension.
This is instantly. Not... instantly. You're like, no, not Cobb. Because Cobb just became your favorite guy.
I thought it was so funny how Cad Bane makes a nose reference. And he literally has no nose. Yeah.
And then...
I'm glad the deputy's dead. I just have to say. He was annoying. Always getting in people's faces. I'm not sad that he's dead at all.
Did you trade or something?
Yep, I added one.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Cad Bane makes a reference to Boba being a killer, and we know from the Clone Wars, like, Cad Bane has a lot of different interactions with Boba.
Right when Cad Bane said that, I'm like, you hypocrite.
Well,
or maybe not hypocrite, like, you're one to talk.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But but he's not trying to get on Cobb's good side. He doesn't care about it. He's just trying to get Cobb to double guess Boba Fett and how reliable Boba Fett is.
So, like, Boba Fett was the most
200.
feared... Oh. I'm going to fold.
Hallelujah. I was at 3.
26, so technically you're better.
Good. I was hoping that 200 bet would scare you.
You bluffed, huh?
So, like, well, I had a 15 and then I had a negative card. So I think that, I mean, I was just going to be fishing for 15s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for something to get my 8 off the 15. But I was afraid that you had, like, an 18 or something. So I figured...
Or another 23.
I'll just push you out and try and get you out of there, yeah.
So Boba Fett was, like, the most feared bounty hunter. Before him, Jango Fett was one of the best. But then Jango died. Cad Bane.
Cad Bane is for sure the top bounty hunter for a long time.
Yeah, Cad
100%.
Bane was probably the best before Boba Fett rose to power. And then after Boba Fett disappeared, Cad Bane probably was number 1 again.
Probably.
We didn't know he was alive at this point. Last we had seen him was Bad Batch, 20 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
It had to be 20
it's been
years,
a while.
Something. Did you play your hand?
No, I did not. Who needs to win that?
Well, I had 23 a couple times.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let me.
You should have called Alderaan instead of trying to milk me for credits.
I get more money milking you.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay. I'll call.
So it was no surprise at all when Bane shot everybody.
Yep.
Like, Cobb's a quick draw. But not anything compared to Bane.
Well, I don't think it was fair. Because Cobb's like...
He was preoccupied.
He's looking at the stupid deputy.
He's like, dude, like, go away. You're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Which is
so I'm like, I'm glad the
deputy's
deputy's dead. Just get him out of here. But, like, I went back, freeze framed it to make sure, but he was, like, hit on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody's gone through that. Because they're like, no, Cobb Vanth can't be dead.
Yep,
he can't be dead.
He's not dead, so we're all good.
Which Bane did on purpose.
Yeah, you know he did it on purpose.
He was
He
leaving
could
a
have
message.
easily killed him.
But the problem
I don't think he wanted to make a martyr of him.
No. But the townspeople were already not wanting to help. Bane
But he didn't know that.
I guess that's true.
He has no idea.
I guess that's true. But by doing that...
The only thing he knows is that Cobb Vanth killed Pikes and then took the spice. That's all Cad Bane knows. Of course, he doesn't care. He doesn't care anyways.
Yeah, he's just in it for the money anyway.
The Pike Syndicate hired him, and then, yeah. Are you going to trade, or are you going to...
Oh, yeah,
what are you going to do?
I'm first, that's right. Yeah, I'll trade.
Okay. I will add one. You're betting.
I was really scared. No, you need to roll first. I was really scared that he had killed Boba first until we went through all that.
Shift. No. I had a good score. I had 19.
I don't know what I had, but I had good.
I was going to ride that 19.
But the people are going to be solidified now with Boba Fett. Because...
Maybe.
They just
I agree,
almost killed our favorite person. Their favorite person.
Yeah, I agree. That kind of solidifies because he's not one to, like, back down from a fight. Oh, trying to bluff? I know you got nothing. I'll take you. The chances of you getting something good right off, I'll definitely call that.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It
doesn't have to be good at all. What are you going to do? Add one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to trade that card. One thing I was thinking about when Cad was talking about Boba Fett was a conversation that we had with Daniel Logan. So this would have been at
Logan. It was
Lilac City Comic Con.
Baby Boba Fett, by the way.
Daniel Logan's the actor, the voice actor, and the live action actor for
young Boba.
Baby
Yeah, I
Boba.
said Baby
Boba.
Boba
Young
Fett.
Boba Fett. And we had a conversation with him at Lilac City Comic Con in Spokane, Washington, and this was 2018 or 19.
I think it was 17.
Maybe it could have been 2017. But are we waiting for me to do dice?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
By the way, this is us meeting him.
So we met him, and then every time we like meet Star Wars actors, Emily always like, "What's the secret stuff?"
Not quite.
Half the time. So Emily asked him like, "What can you tell us?" And he talked about an episode that he had worked on, and this is fairly common knowledge now. That a showdown between Boba Fett and Cad Bane, where Cad Bane shot Boba and hit him in the helmet and dented the helmet, and that's where Boba Fett theoretically had gotten the dented helmet. Now, Daniel Logan said it was like that the voice acting was all done, and there was like a first pass of the animation, and you can like dig up that first pass and see some of this. But he said as far as he knew, it was still canon. And there was nothing like to dispute it. And so when I'm thinking about Cad Bane talking about Boba Fett, I'm thinking of this fight, and I'm thinking like, was Cad Bane trying to kill him, or was he trying to put Boba in his place? and like what was the dynamic then, and they obviously like weren't friends in the slightest at that point. And so to think of like all these years later, like how much of a rivalry has grown in between the bounty
Yeah,
hunters.
because they had worked together.
If
a
Boba
decent
Fett
amount,
is
yeah.
like known for being the best bounty hunter, then that would have meant that Cad Bane lost his status as the best one. So, like, I'm thinking like in the Clone Wars or at the end of the Clone Wars, that happens. Then there's been all these years, and how much like Bane must absolutely hate Boba Fett. So hopefully there's like a
they're
mega
like the
showdown.
biggest rivalry. For
Yeah,
the
in theory,
longest time, yeah.
In theory, this entire time they've had this rivalry going. So, oh, you added one.
Yes.
I couldn't tell because it was on top. I'll call.
Okay.
But it would be fun if we get maybe like a reference to that, like maybe Cad Bane's like, "Don't make me dent the other side of your helmet." You know, it would be fun if we got a reference.
Yeah, I agree. I would like that.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Did you add one? What'd you do?
Yes, I added one.
Okay. I'm gonna trade. Okay. Then we make it into the very last scene.
Not quite.
What?
The next scene is the sanctuary.
Oh yeah, I wanted to forget about that. So sad.
Like, the first half of the episode was beautiful. I was crying tears of joy. And then stab Cad Bane. Stab the sanctuary.
Yeah, Garza's sanctuary.
And one more stab was making Grogu choose. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But yes, the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Garza.
Well, we're never gonna get any more close-ups on whatever card game they were playing, or any of those chips.
Is Max alive?
Yes, Max is alive. He was not there.
If he's not there,
He wasn't there.
that means he's alive.
Yep. He took a sick day when the sail barge exploded. He just happened to take a sick day. So now what we have to wonder is he's on the payroll of someone, or he's paying someone for info. He's like, someone's
in on it?
So yeah, someone's like slipping him a note like, Max, you need to stay home sick today. You've got you've got like staff trunk or something. I don't know. But I'm going all in.
Oh. Okay, how much do I need to match?
You can, so that's 400, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 530.
I'll do it. I was going to call Alderaan anyway.
Oh, okay.
5 what?
530.
There.
Okay.
Alderaan.
Well, what number have you got? If I draw again, I'm going to bomb out. Okay. What have you got?
Stay?
I'm going to stay. What have you got?
I have 15.
Yay! 18! 18!
I was trying to bluff you, make you bomb out. I was trying.
Out of curiosity, so 18, 19. Wouldn't have bombed out.
Yeah.
I still would have won, though. Oh, yes. I'm back in it.
You were definitely getting low.
I was.
You were definitely getting low.
I thought that my all-in would scare you away because I didn't think your hand was very strong. But that worked out even better. Yeah. That worked out even better.
It did. It did. It did. Yes, you definitely have more than me now. But
last scene now. Grogu in the academy. Luke gives him the choice. I've heard a lot of people say that in like the blurry background, I don't know if you heard this, that they could see like the sacred Jedi texts. I didn't zoomed in and I like freeze framed it and I could see blurry things, but I cannot confirm whether or not I saw sacred Jedi texts. It would make sense if they're there, though.
It's kind of early on. Me, I don't know. I mean, he did go relic hunting for a while.
Yeah, if we say he went relic hunting beforehand, then it would have been there.
So, what's Grogu gonna choose? I know what my guess is.
Everyone knows. He's going with Mando. Right?
I mean, yes, that would clarify how he's not.
What percentage? What percentage would you give it? Mando to Luke.
Well, is that like what I think he's gonna choose?
No, like what are the chances?
Probably 75 Mando, 25 Luke.
Really? I think it's like 95-5.
But what I really think he's gonna do, or at least he should do, maybe not what I actually think, get both of them at the same time.
Luke said he can't have both. Luke's not gonna let him take both.
Well, who's to say he can't? Because there have been Mandalorian Jedi before.
But he's not a Jedi. I think I don't know. He's gonna go with Mando.
I think a lot of people think Mando.
He has to go.
I would love to know like what your vote is with that, but I'm voting. At least I'm hoping he just takes both. Like, dude, like I deserve both of these. I'm a foundling and a Padawan.
He doesn't even know anything about the Jedi. Like he's already tried to repress all those memories from Order 66.
But he's had so much success with Luke this episode. How he's just grown with the Force. Not grown, he relearned.
Yeah, remembered from what Luke was saying.
But that's what I think. Which brings me up to, how in the world are they going to wrap up the Book of Boba Fett with one more
Easy.
episode?
All they do is...
Is it going to be another cliffhanger?
Is they just do like... 100% cliffhanger. What it's going to be is we're gonna get all the armies together, and then we're gonna end with them like slow motion running towards each other, and then they're just about ready to like shoot or everything, and then it's like Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah. Are we gonna see? Are we gonna see what Grogu chooses, or is that gonna be left?
Yeah. No, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. We're gonna know he chooses Mando. And then, like that, I think it won't
even. I think I'll just do a backflash to him. What do you choose? You know, like when they do the intro, and it's not going to show him again after that.
So? You think you're gonna wait till season?
Yes.
Oh, that would be mean. That would be mean.
I mean, if they're going to be mean already with not actually concluding it, is it going to be like an hour-long episode? It's got to be, right?
Maybe. I could see them ending with Boba Fett having the throne, because then that would be closing the book of Boba Fett. Right?
Right.
Obviously, he's going to show up in more stuff because they're not just going to drop him, I think. But an Imperial transmission just came in, though. We just got a bounty on this little green Grogu, 10,000 credit reward. We're not sure who put the bounty on him. There's speculation on whether it was a Jedi Master or a Mandalorian, but someone lost their baby and they want him back and they're willing to pay handsomely. So if you see a little baby Grogu, turn him in for 10,000 credits. I mean, that's a lot. That's well more than we have here.
Yeah, it is.
So reach out to us if you find him and we can split the bounty with you.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. See you next episode.
Bye.
The last episode.